Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review A Week Away. And this is a new Netflix musical from director Roman White, who has had a career of making music videos, so now he is making a film filled with musical numbers, which all these musical numbers throughout this film are very much like a bunch of teenagers jumping up into singing and dancing with each other and honestly singing a lot of very generic sounding pop songs. And at the core of this film, you have this young man played by Kevin Quinn who is an orphan. He gets himself in trouble, and basically he's given a choice to either go along with Sherry Shepherd and her son played by Jabril Cook, and you go to this Christian summer camp, or you go to juvie. So of course he picks Christian summer camp. And of course you get there and you hear a whole bunch of pop songs sung by a bunch of teenagers about their faith, and really the musical numbers are catchy, nothing particularly different or interesting, and visually there might be like one song that tries to shake things up a bit. But for the most part, it's enough to give you some energy, get you moving. But it's also just basically a lot of singing about faith and religion. And the film obviously is focused on faith, but never really digs deep into it. There's nothing ever like a serious dive into it. But there's enough of it to just be there, but nothing too much depth or too challenging or interesting about it. A lot of this film winds up being just enough to be entertaining and engaging, and A Week Away feels like just enough. And you have this story where you have Will, Kevin Quinn's character, and his adopted brother George here putting on a lie that he's actually his cousin because he doesn't want people to know that he is like this bad kid, and he falls for this young woman played by Bailey Madison, Avery, who's the daughter of the guy who runs the camp, which is David Korchner, aka Packard from The Office, and Champ Whammy from Anchorman. And this guy, so he's a really funny actor, and he plays a fun character here because he gets really into this camp and does a lot of things that don't make a whole lot of sense religiously. Because, like, he makes a bunch of Braveheart references, he paints his face, he has a giant broadsword for this opening ceremony, and then he dresses up as Kilgore from Apocalypse Now. And even's like, have any of them even seen Apocalypse Now? And you're just like, if these are Christian kids that are teenagers, no, they shouldn't have, because it's a very, very violent and very dark R-rated movie. So his character didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but he was fun. So I enjoyed him. But you have this story, and he's putting on this lie, but he loves this girl, and you also have George, who's in love with this other girl, Presley, played by Kat Connor Sterling. And of course you have these little teenage love stories, and do you have the one antagonist kid who wants to break things up and wants to cause problems, and of course the secret gets out, and you have Avery not liking Will anymore, and of course they make up, because basically nothing in this film is going to be surprising plot-wise, and it's just very by-the-numbers kind of story. And I guess in the end, when you're really thinking about this film, Roman White puts a lot of energy into the film. There's a lot of zeal to it, and even if the story isn't very original, the songs don't sound very original, there's enough going on here that I think will get, like, this is an easy watch on Netflix, and it's enjoyable enough to get through an hour and 34 minutes or so of this film. So if you want a light, breezy, musically kind of experience to watch on Netflix one night or over a weekend, go check out A Week Away. But those are my thoughts on A Week Away. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.